Amazing. And I imagine, Mary, over the last few years in radio and being in med affairs in a space that I think is still educating the public and the buyers. And I think there's a huge amount of how do we advise people on how effective radio can be. I can only imagine the amount of setbacks and war scars that you've experienced in that period of time. And if you could share some of those war scars, I always say I think it's great because people realize we're going through very similar things, and it allows us to understand that being persistent and sharing those challenges can often improve everybody's ultimate output, which improves patient lives, which is the most critical piece about all of this. So if you could share any setbacks that you might have, that would be amazing.
Absolutely. I think our setbacks and our failures only make us stronger, and we learn a lot from that. And moving forward, there are, we can create new strategies, and we become stronger and better together with the center and with the patients at the center. Now, I think I can speak broadly that the setbacks that I see that I've seen in my past is that you design a trial and you don't get the regulatory approval that you're anticipating, and you get a complete response letter. I think that if we can, what I often and I think about this, and I think about what is it, why do we, we spend so much money and effort on these trials, and often they don't get to the approval that we want. And a successful trial that addresses patient need for commercial success often fails because I think it really truly lacks four areas. I think the first, it needs to be designed to produce a necessary level of evidence. And the second is it needs to have clinical utility, meaning that where does it fit? Where does it add value in the practice of medicine with the clinicians of focus? And the third is designed to have an addressable indication. You can design a trial that has clinical indication, or it can be designed in a way that it has the robust data, clinical application, but does it have an addressable indication? And that's where that really does have to integrate with the clinical utility. And then fourth, of course, it needs to be designed to have a reimbursement, or how does it fit in the payer landscape? And so we think about patient in the center, you can have a great trial, but they will never get access or reimbursed for that if it doesn't really meet all these four criteria. And yes, and then just speaking about radiopharmaceuticals, I think that how do we make trials so that we can really kind of bridge that gap to bring more targeted precision medicine to the patient so that it's not systemic, and then the way that we deliver this. And I think the areas of the most excitement in biotech coming this year, I really do think it's that innovation, the capabilities and scalability with radiopharmaceuticals. And radiopharmaceuticals isn't like your normal drug that you get like a heart medication or anything. But radiopharmaceutical, the supply chain is so complex. But I think we're at a place where we can scale, partner with other industry partners, where we can really be that like Amazon on steroids, to deliver the right dose to the right patient at the right time, and it meets that delivery. How it's delivered to the patient is going to be really key in this space.